What's going on, people? It's your boy, brasstax in this bitch. You already know. Guys are curious of my thoughts on this. There have been other reviewers that have called it, that have referred to this as the second coming of Christ on 4K. There are reviewers out there that say this looks like it was shot yesterday. There are reviewers out there that say this is the best disc ever. Anyone who's been watching me for a while knows that I'm going to keep it 100% real. Before I get on to my thoughts on the transfer, all I will say is this movie is a classic. I haven't seen it for a long time. People refer to the Redux version as the definitive version. Yes, it's Redux, Bluray, Dan, not Redo or Redo. Just saying. I love you, bro, I'm just playing. But yes, Redux version is the definitive version. As far as the director's concerned, the final cut is the director's cut. I think with Redux, what they decided to do was put everything in that movie. They thought, you know what, we left all this shit out, let's put all this shit back in. They have cut a fair bit out of this movie, and they've done some interesting cuts that I'm not really a fan of. Some of the cuts can be quite jarring. There's a scene that involves Playboy bunnies, which was a longer scene in Redux, and that's been scaled back. How you gonna scale back Playboy bunnies in this bitch? Shit's unacceptable. So there have been some decisions. For the most part, I've had friends who watch this new version and they still do prefer Redux. The good news is that Redux and the final cut are both on 4K. When I say they have thrown everything into this package, everything, every extra ever imagined, irrespective of what the transfer looks like, this is the definitive version package to buy. This shit's got everything. So yes, for that reason alone, if you're an Apocalypse Now enthusiast, this is the version to get, hands down. The thing to note is this has been a very painstaking process for the director and everyone involved to restore the original transfer and to bring it to life on 4K. From what I understand, these aren't the same masters that you've had in previous Blu-rays. But did it pay off? That's the question. So you got the black bars shot in 35mm, 70mm blow up. Visual effects 2K, I could be wrong on that. Digital intermediate 4K. Dolby Atmos sound. Dolby Vision. This is an amazing transfer for its time. There are people around here, like I said before, there are people around here that said this looks like it was shot yesterday. It doesn't. There are some shots which look absolutely beautiful. There are many shots which you will appreciate. There's film grain in this, fine. Chapter 2 has got the chopper landing. That shit looked beautiful. Amazing. Sharp detail. However, establishing shots and wide shots look very soft. Very soft. So it's a bit of an inconsistent bag throughout. But even in its inconsistency, it is leaps and bounds ahead of the original 1080p Blu-ray. It's better, it's got great depth in this, it's got great black levels. As you guys already know, there's a lot of nighttime scenes. Black levels have to be very good, and they are. There were some instances where I noticed a little bit of crush, but for the most part, looked pretty good. Close-ups revealed a lot of detail, textures reveal a lot of detail, but this movie does not look like it was shot yesterday. This movie looked like it was shot 40 years ago. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. Very good upgrade to a classic movie, and it's the best looking one to have. Whether it's the Redux version or whether it's the final cut. These both are stellar titles. I guess you want me to tell you what the HDR is like. So you and your girl, you bought a place, brand new place, nice apartment. But it needs work done, it needs to be painted, it needs to be decorated. You guys have literally just moved in, but guess what? Family member called, they're going through some bullshit. You have to go spend the weekend with them and leave your girl at home. You go away, you're going away for the weekend, you're missing your girl, whatever, but your girl's been very quiet. So you've helped your family member out with whatever bullshit they were going to, and you're getting ready to go home. Catch a flight, get off the airport, Uber yourself back to the crib. So you're looking outside your house and you've noticed it looks different. It just looks warmer. It looks more inviting than usual. You slowly walk up the steps, you open the door. Guess what? The whole landing as you're walking in, it's been redone. It looks flawless. Cream ceilings and magnolia walls. Tasty. whole house looks spectacular. Your pine flooring looks pined out in this bitch. Your pine flooring looks like you could eat off that bitch. Then you hear a voice from upstairs. Hey babe, come up. Been missing you, I got something for you, baby. You're thinking, oh shit. You're rushing up the stairs. You open the door to the bedroom. Guess what? She's not even there. You're thinking, shit, what's going on? Then you hear whispers up top. In the attic. You're thinking, shit. You make your way up to the attic. She's made that your little playroom, if you know what I'm saying. All colourful, red and black. You got a sex chair in that bitch. You got handcuffs over there. You got a blow-up doll over there. You got everything you can imagine in that one spot. In between all of these beautiful things, you see her. She got on that latex one piece. Turquoise. Guess what? She got the turquoise nails. She got the turquoise toenails. She got the turquoise lipstick in this bitch. She looks like a beautiful, shiny jelly baby in this bitch. You can imagine what's going to happen next. That's what the HDR is like. The main winner of this disc is the HDR. I ain't gonna lie to you, the HDR is phenomenal. They went to great lengths to make this disc look as good as it can, and my god, they went through amazing lengths on the HDR as well. The lighting is where it should be, the radiance is where it should be, the colors pop right off the screen, explosions, gunfire. Not only is it a good use of HDR, it's a smart use of HDR. You get some movies where the colors are just overblown. Not here. It looks very good, very well saturated, very good skin tone, very good pop in the color, very wide color. That's where the winner is. You are going to notice the added definition in this movie, but what you're really going to notice is the colors, because the colors just look spectacular. Even the sun shimmying off the river. God damn. Shit looked amazing. What I did notice was Dolby Vision had a bit more radiance in parts than traditional HDR, but with most Dolby Vision versions, it wasn't a huge night and day difference. Nothing really blew me away. If you don't have Dolby Vision, are you really missing out? I don't think you are really. I don't think you're really missing out on that much. Sure, there'll be some more radiance here and there, but it's not a night and day difference. And you got a guy telling you who has both. Remember the analogy I was giving you about the sex room upstairs? Guess what? After you're done there, you tell her to go sit on the woofer and see what happens. She's gonna get electrocuted is what's gonna happen, because she's gonna turn into a squirter in this bitch. The sound on here is absolutely phenomenal. See the way I said phenomenal? I didn't even say phenomenal like normal people, I said phenomenal in this bitch. You're hit with vertical sound above you right out the gate. See the chopper landing chapter 2? Guess what? You feel the choppers landing on your head in this bitch. With war movies, atmosphere is extremely important, and Atmos delivered here. Gunfire all around. The subtleties is also where this shines. I was watching this and I heard new sounds which I hadn't heard before. The little pitter-patter of footsteps. Atmosphere. Little birds chirping in the background. Leaves blowing at night. Little things in all areas of the room which I never noticed before watching this. Really good implementation of sound. This is gonna be a winner. Your girl gonna have the time of her life sitting on the woofer, and you know what that means. She gets the time of her life, you're gonna get the time of yours. You ever had a girl angry with you? And you're listening, but she thinks you're not listening, and she's like, are you fucking listening? That's what the Atmos is saying to you. It's trying to get your attention in this bitch. Atmos is A1. So there we have it. It's a bit long-winded, this review, but I really wanted to talk about it. I wanted to give this movie somewhat justice. Here is the problem I have. Now, do I rate it according to today's movies, according to what I feel reference is, or do I rate it against itself, against movies of its time? For a movie of its time, it looks absolutely spectacular. But if you're asking me, is it better looking than Saving Private Ryan? The answer's no. Is it better than Black Hawk Down? The answer's no. Is it better than Fury? The answer's no. Dunkirk? No. This is not the best war movie transfer I've seen, but the Atmos is fantastic. Right now, I'd probably give it about an 8, which still isn't bad. 4K is absolutely the best way to watch this movie, so I'm not taking anything away from that. And it does have beautiful scenes. But it's a bit of a mixed bag. That's the way I feel about it. Watch this on the Q90R, 75-inch baby. Let me just, sizes everything. And I watched it on an OLED, C8. Is it a C8? Yeah, it's a C8. Dolby Vision, both of them. And I felt the same way in both. Don't expect Aquaman. Don't even expect Saving Private Ryan. You're coming at this from the old Apocalypse Now Blu-ray. You're going to be absolutely floored. It looks amazing for that. So there you have it. Pick it up, all means. If it's your favorite, if you love this movie, then you have to pick this up. It's a no-brainer. So guys, I've left some links for Amazon, US, UK, Canada. If you go through there, doesn't cost you anything, but Amazon kicks me back a little something for sending you guys there. So support your boy. Alright guys, you take care. 4K Rockstar. You already know.